Hello everyone, welcome back to Tino Vote. Now this is our 8th live stream. So what we have here is this mermaid gem design that we are going to do. And before we started, let me write on my website. Everything I use is at www.tinovote.shop. I'm gonna pin this comment down here for you. Also, welcome back, Tara. Hello. Also, this is our WhatsApp group, and this is direct link from me. Every time that I go on live stream, I always go on here, and I always post the day and time of me going live. So if you haven't joined yet, this is a group that you can join. And let me make Tara moderators. Tara, can you type in something so I can click on your name and make you moderators? Okay. Let me add you in as moderators. All right. Now, we are going to start with this design. This design is going to be on the pinky. And the middle design I want to make on this thumb right here. So I need to start with Top Gel Tan Nude. Cure this. Gonna cure this for 60 seconds. I know, I love this design too. It's absolutely one of my favorite. Now this one right here, I am gonna put Teflon mat on. Actually, I'm gonna coat it with one coat of nude first. That's why I did on the index. Now you don't have to do it on natural now. You can just go straight on with this chrome line. But I'm just gonna put it on one thin coat of nude. Here. Same with these nails. Cure this. Now this one, the nude gonna review in the background, so I need one more coat to ensure well coverage. Cure this. This now, let's start it out with our chrome line. So the first thing that we have to do is we have to use Teflon mat. I will apply one coat on the pinky to make sure that it's completely chrome free. Cure this. Now, this nail also Teflon matte. We're gonna do some chrome detail right here. clear this. Now, I am going to take out my black art gel and draw in this stripe right here. I'm gonna take this out. Now this black art gel, we are out of black metal effect gel, but I am gonna show you that black art gel can handle the same task that metal effect gel can too. And that might save you a little bit more money because metal effect gel is $24.99 and black art gel only $9.99. So if you can find a way to make black art gel work for you, you should. It's cheaper. The only difference is black is a consistency. Metal effect gel are super opaque and it's more fluid. You just have to apply it a little thin to ensure that it's cured properly. However, black art gel is more forgiving. You don't have to apply it really thin. You can add a little more volume for the black art gel. So any of you that out of black metal effect gel, I recommend trying the black art gel. But the new edition, not the old edition. This is a new one. I am using the painting brush 10 millimeters. Now I am gonna make unicorn stripe through the nails. And you want to make this stripe more prominent just because it will be more flattering when the chrome is on. Let's add another stripe up here. Make sure you follow the same pattern so it's not end up lopsided. Same thing down here. Just like this. Now cure this. On the other fingers, the design gonna be a little more intricate. I am going to start out with my first pattern. Let's add a nice oval in the middle, which is a task. You have to make this centers. So I am gonna draw in my oval now. Now I am going to continue with the other side. This is the first sign of success where you turn it around. It's all nice and even. Turn it this way, it's all nice and even. All you need to do is mirror the other side. This time you need to go extra slow. You need it to make sure that everything is cohesive. Go slow and keep an eye on the other side. There you go. You can stop in the middle if you want to. Don't feel the pressure up, keep on going. And stop going down here and finish it. You can move little by little if that is what you feel you need to. And when it's done, you will go over it again to make sure that the width is more consistent. Add more bulk into the lines. Make sure it's all nice and even. Now, what I would do, I will add a little circle up here. Any of these space that I'm drawing, I will add cat eye gel into it. So you have to be aware of the space. You don't want it to be too small. You want your cat eye to be flattering when you fill it in with this space. Again, I always start out half the circle. I want to make sure that everything I do is consistent and symmetry. See, stop right there. You don't have to go all the way. You can go piece by piece just to make sure it's all perfect. And then when all perfect, I mean it's all even, then you can go back to make the line more consistent and perfect like this. That. Now, the next task is to have another circle down here. So that is quite a challenge because it needs to be consistent. Let's start down here. I'm gonna paint half of the circle. Keep an eye on for this one. Make sure that it's all nice and even. Okay, now I'm done. Now, in my opinion, this one down here is slightly bigger than this one up here. But this is a close enough result, so it can be a little more forgiving on the result. Now, what I need to do is I need to make a heart shape up here that is just for cosmetic. I'm not going to fill anything up here. Make sure it's even, and then you can close in with the bottom curve and slanted it in just like this. Same for the other side. Going out. Curve. Now, for this heart piece, I am gonna make a swirl right on the top, on each side. Going in, stop. Make another curve right on the right side, fusing it together just like that. Same for the other side. Now you see, if I were to draw on the left, the brush will be in the way and I couldn't see my right. So at this point, it's best for my client to turn the hand over so I can continue finishing the left side while my eyes can aim on the right side. Now it's all nice and cohesive. Our next task is to make the same thing down here. Again, let's draw a heart-shaped silhouette. This is a divot. Make a curve. And you're gonna curve on the left and go straight in. Go straight in. Curve on the right. Then I am gonna make a swirl on this side right here. You curve in the bottom and you stop. Now reach back to the top and you curve. Same thing on this side. This one, you curve slightly to the left, stop. That's how I always do my swirl. I'm never able to do it on one stroke. At least not perfect anyway. Curve down. Now, on this side, I need to mark the metals, and I need to make a curve from here to here. The first one is always the easiest one. Right here, I need to do the same things. From here, I need to curve down. Okay, so these are easy. But the next one gonna be semi-difficult because we have to make sure it's cohesive. Marking your metal right here. And you need to stare right at it. While you're drawing on this side, you need to aim your eye on this side. Make sure everything is nice and cohesive. Then you finish the bottom. Go slow if you have to. After it's done, you can always go back to make sure the line is consistent. I will add in a little more jazz on this side. I'm adding in half of the circle. Half of the circle. When I'm done, I am going to finish the bottom with a curve. Same thing on the other side. I'm going to draw a leaf shape on this side. Just like this. And then I'm going to curve this in. Okay, now when I'm done with this, I am going to add in a few more pieces like this. It's all basic shape, but it look good with repetition. On this side too, same thing. Clear this. Now, when I take this out, I am ready to chrome this. I'm gonna use gold chrome. I'm using my shadow applicators. I'm gonna rub on my gold chrome. As you can see that the background is completely chrome free because I put on Teflon matte first, so it prevents the background from chrome from sticking onto the background. You see how clean it is? Now let's dust this. For this design alone, I am ready to top coat this whole thing. It's gonna be different than the these fingers. This finger, I'm not gonna top coat it yet. However, I will rub chrome on it. As you can see here, background is nice and clean. This Teflon matte will save your life when it comes to chroming. You no longer have to do any extra buffing. You no longer have to try to be tricky with your chrome application. All you need to do is apply one coat of Teflon matte on, and your background will be nice and clean, completely free of chrome. Let's dust it in circular motion and leave it on the side. We will come back to this. This one, go ahead and top coat it with 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙣. Apply all over the nail surface. Then cure this. Now, for this design right here, what I am going to do, let me check this. What I am going to do is completely seal it with matte and add in the shine. This cat eye right here, I will act alone and emboss. Since cat eye, you don't really need to top coat this. I will do it on top of top coat. So let's worry about how you're going to seal this nail first. Okay, now I am going to use matted. I'm going to apply one coat of matted on the surface. I choose matted instead of Teflon matte because I love the finish of matted. One coat all the way down. Cure this. So I will leave this nail alone because I have no vision for it yet, but I will later. I need to complete this pinky. I will choose my cat eye colors. My cat eye color is blue, magnetic cat eye, teal, magnetic cat eyes, pink, magnetic cat eyes, and purple, magnetic cat eyes. I'll open all of this and distribute in this palette right here. With some pink in. Blue. Okay, let's leave this finger and we come back for it later. I am going to choose a coloring brush for this step. Since it's gel polish, I would love to use a brush with bigger volume on the body. That will help me out on apply it faster. Now I am going to start out with blue magnetic cat eye right on the top. Now, I am going to magnetize it one at a time to make sure that there is well separation between the layers. This is my first color layers of magnetic cat eye. Make sure that the whole layer is clear up before you seal the deal by curing it. When you are happy with this, go ahead and cure. You only need to cure for a few seconds because cat eye can be flash cure. So I am going to apply on my second color, which is purple. Make sure I fill up this whole space before I magnetize it. Go ahead and magnetize it. Make sure you know how to tilt your magnet just to observe how your gel been magnetized.
Tilt.
That's where you can learn how your magnet work.
I even thought for people like me who forget easily, if they found which side pushes or pulls, then they could just run a line of gel polish on that edge so they always know.
Right. But every time magnet, when it's been through a while, it also change. It's bipolar. What push will eventually be pull, and what pull will eventually be push. This is a phenomenon that scientists haven't yet figured out. So remember that what pull eventually it can turn into push, and what push can eventually turn into pull. So always observe how your gel reacts to it. And you can tell very easily because there is a glare, and it either move away or move closer, just depend on how you control your magnet. Like this. See, I can see that the glare is start forming. If I tilt it, I notice it go closer. And if I tilt it this way, I notice that it's pushing far away. So you just make sure you have observation of how your glare work. Okay, and don't move fast, move slow. See that glare? Just have to find a way to control it. Hear this? I will apply my last color, which is teal, magnetic cat eye. Apply on the tips.
Somebody just asked where the glare should be.
The glare should be all over the nail, in the center. Right now, you see this color have no glare. Right now, there's a little bit of glare. You want this to be spread all over the nail like that. See that? That is a glare. It bright everything up. Go ahead and clear. Now, we're gonna visit this nail right here. I need to return the shine back for the chrome. It's already been sealed with matte. Before I shine the chrome, I need to take our paper towel, apply some acetone in it, and I need to wipe on the surface. Now I take our shined it, apply on the nail surface right here.
Is there a way to reactivate it? Oh, I keep getting all color, no glitter.
If you get in all glitters, all color and no glitters, you have push it away. So if you do this and the color disappear, you have to return it by twisting it. Okay, and not just in one corner, you need to play with all four corners, and that somehow will push it back in the center. If you keep trying and nothing happen, you definitely can take a brush and re-stroke it. That will return the gel back to normal. But before that, you need to play with your magnet first, just to explore all different options so you can study it. trace it with shine all the way down. Here, after you're done. Now this nail, remember we already top coat this. The reason why I top coat this to protect this chrome line right here. Now this cat eye, all I need to do is wipe it with acetone. You can either leave it like that or you can add in a layer of 3D jelly just to make it emboss. Let's first wipe out our cat eye first. After wiping cat eye, this is a shine level that you left with. It's not an ultimate shine, but it's very shiny. It's not an ultimate shine, but it's pretty shiny. Now, you can do it like this, where I dress it up with a layer of 3D jelly, just a thin layer. The reason why I use 3D jelly instead of clear texture gel for this, because my lines are wide. So I need something that make it gloppy instead of fun details. So 3D jelly will be what I use. Let's take it out. Apply one layer of 3D jelly on the surface of each color alone. First, let's start with blue. After I'm done, you just need a slight flash here, and then we are ready to move on to another part, the purples. I always place it in the middle first and drag this out lightly, just because you want the majority of the bulk part to be right in the centers. On the side, however, you want it to be nice and clean. You don't want it to be bulky, because that would ruin the shape of the nails.
So you want it high-centered?
High centers. Now wait for it to cell level here. Next, I am going to do the pink part. Place it right in the centers and drag it out. You see a bubble right here. Smoosh on it. Drag it out. Drag this out, drag this out. Another thing that helps is you can turn your client hand upside down. That will help pulling the gel toward the center. Another trick that can help you manage the shape. Hear this?
Let gravity pull it?
Yes. Now, I need to finish the last color, which is teal. Hear this. Now, I need to fill this in with cat eye colors. I want the center to be teals. Stretch along the edge first. Make sure everything is cohesive before you fill it in the centers. coloring brush will ensure you have enough gel on there that you don't have to redip it. Now, you already feel the edge. Let's fill in the center. You don't have to apply it really thick, just a generous amount. And it's time to activate it with magnet. Again, approach it from far away, going in and turn. There. See, when I first going in, you can see that it might disappear and there's no colors. You don't see any glare. Keep going. You see it's peeking through the edge. That's where it condensed on just the edge. Now approach it in the bottom. Approach it on top. I use the head of the magnet as an opening. This would drag it all the way out. And that will make sure your entire surface have glare on it. Now here.
Even glare?
Yes. You only need to flash clear that part. It's time to add another part. Let's choose purples. Also, which brand of cat eye also affect the result too. Not all cat eye make the same. The amount of pigment on it matters when it comes to how heavy and strong the cat eye is. Cheaper brand will have very less amount of pigment on it. That will affect your glare. That's not gonna make it nice and strong. Here it is. Fill up the same thing on the bottom. Here it is. Now, over here, I want to feel a color I just don't know, pink or blue. So I think that I want pink next to the purple. So I'm going to do that first. Again, one at a time will help. Here. Again, right here, pink. Magnetizes. Here. Now, I have to return the balance. I cannot just have heavy pink on top and nothing in the bottom. I have to find a space for it, and I decide that this in the middle is the space. Return the glare to it. Here. Blue. Return the glare to the blue. Here. I have another one on here, and you should know that all this chrome line is already been secure. So what we're doing right now is just mainly emboss on top. You no longer need to worry about the chrome line being sealed. Here it is. Also, you do want some blue element down here, either in the middle or on both sides. I think it will be more interesting on both sides. here. Again. Here. You don't want to overcrowd this piece with cat eye. I would decide to leave this stay empty. Therefore, there's a nice balance between the color and the nude. Since these are packed with colors, I have to make sure that there's some nude on these fingers. Not identical at this finger, because to me this is a centerpiece. So I'm thinking start with the tips and then we can figure out what to do next. I think another oval right here or a heart right here. Let's do a heart. So of course chrome detail, which means I need to matte this with Teflon matte, because Teflon matte will ensure that this surface right here doesn't have any chrome on it. But before we start, let's add another coat, because I only have one coat on this finger. I'm gonna add the second coat of Tan Nude to ensure well coverage. Apply it on. Now here, while I'm curing, I need to go ahead and take alcohol or acetone and wipe off this layer of cat eyes. Let's go ahead and cure it one more time just to make sure that it's cure all the way. These are done. 3D jelly doesn't need any top coat. You no longer need to apply any top coat on this. But while after it's come out of the machine, don't touch it for a good 3 or 4 minutes, just because right after it's done curing, it's still hot and you don't want to touch it and leave fingerprint on it.
Still hot?
So you just leave it. It's still very fresh. Now take this out. Let's add Teflon matte into these fingers. Here. While it's curing, let's go ahead and clean this with acetone. Now I am going to put top coat on here instead of 3D jelly, because in this design I don't need it to be embossed. I need this design to be embossed because I need it to be bulked out just a little bit on the side, just to show a different segment, so it doesn't look flat. It looks like a unicorn horn. This design are different since it's not next to each other like the other one. I don't need to segregate it with 3D look like 3D jelly. I just need to shine it back up. I want ultimate shine. I don't just want a moderate shine. So I'm using shiny top coat to apply on this part right here. Just a slash.
Give that crystal ball look.
And for smaller detail, I need to switch to my coloring brush. cure this. Now, I need to add a heart right in here. It's already been cured with Teflon matte, so I just need to get black art gel out. Yeah, it is a very good lamp. We have been trying to get that lamp for a while. I just need more time. I'm trying to do a lot of things lately. I just need a little more time. Okay, now I'm gonna add some heart right here on the tips. I need to mark out my center. Go in with a heart. Make sure that it centers. Now I have established that I am gonna make this become a tips. So I need to dress it up in a way that it look like a tips. Let's add a curve into this side. A twist. Curve it out and going up. Same with the other side. Let's add a curve. Make sure it's matched the other side by keeping your eye on the left. Then from here, I am gonna curve it out. Same with the other side. I want it to be consistent with this top one right here. That will please the eyes more. Then I make one curve to the right and another curve to the left. Make sure you eye this one to ensure that it's symmetry. After it's done, I am ready for chroming. Let's chrome it. Curing it for 60 seconds first, and then we're gonna add in gold chrome. I'm gonna take my solid gold chrome out and notice that I already have Teflon matte down first before I draw all that design. So right now my gold chrome is not gonna stick onto my design. Let's wait for it to finish curing.
Yes, curative.
Now it's finished curing. I'm gonna take it out and let's drop chrome on it. rub it until it's shiny. Dust off excess dust. Now, before I put cat eye on, I need to make sure that these are top coat and return the shine. Because if not, if I put the cat eye on right away, when I top coat, not only I need to worry about the cat eye, I have to worry about this line next to the cat eye, and it's gonna be a big mess. So I need to seal this chrome line before I worry about the cat eyes. Apply matted top coat all over the surface. This.
So you're doing that to protect all the chrome you've done?
Yes, as I said, if I do not put matte on it and return chrome on it when I do the cat eye, after I do the cat eye, I have to worry about sealing all this chrome. And if I would seal all this chrome right here when the cat eye is already on, it's gonna be very inconvenient for me because I have to try to dodge the cat eye. But what I do is I don't want this chrome line to be connected with the cat eye. I want the chrome line to be separate and the cat eye to be separate. That will make it look like jewelry. If I were to top coat the chrome line and the cat eye at the same time, it will make the design look very flat and it will be unflattering. Therefore, I have to top coat this chrome line alone separately. And then when it comes to the cat eye, I would do it alone and I will top coat that alone. So it'll be two separate pieces. One is gold chrome and one is cat eye. Let's add top coat on this.
He just wiped it with acetone.
Yes, I wipe it with acetone to make the surface prone to shine it. That will help shine it to stay unmatted well. Here this. Now, I need to fill it in with cat eye colors. Partially clear this top coat will be fine because we're not done with the design. Since the center piece right here is teal, I think that it's best if the center piece here is pink. That will add in a nice contrast. Let's choose our pink magnetic cat eye and fill in the centers. Now, you're gonna add glare to the heart. Clear this. Now, I have to orchestrate all the color around it. Let's start out with I want to use teal, but we don't have enough purples. Let's start out with purple down here. Let's magnetize it. Here. I'm gonna use blue next. I have to try to figure out where to put my blue. I think that it's best fit to be up here. Just a thin layer, you don't want the side to be bulky. Now, activate the glare on it. Then, I'm gonna cure this first. And I am gonna add blue right on this side. Make sure you add glare into it. Here, very subtle but worth it. I need all 4 colors to be on it. I will feel very uncomfortable. It's only 3 colors. There. I will leave it at that. To me, this is beautiful enough. I will leave the both sides to be empty. I will give it attitude. Cure this. Now after we cured it, let's go ahead and wipe it. There. And if you're happy with this shine, you can just leave it at that. I always want shined it on. If I can. Now if the detail is so small or for some reason it's very tricky for me to apply shine on, then I will leave it at that. It's also very forgiving. You can leave it without top coat, but these are easy breezy for me to put shine on, so I will do so. Whenever I can put shine on, I will. Cure this. I named it Mermaid Gems, but I really like what Jamie say about fairy glass. I might use that, or it can be mermaid glass. I'm not sure yet. To me, it definitely have a mermaid look, almost like an oyster look on this. So I want mermaid to be in there. Mermaid Gems is the name that I named it, but it could be something else. Now we just have to wait for it to be done, and that will be the end of this design right here. Quick and fast. Have several layers in it. And this is my 8th design right here. So my next one gonna be this. These are super easy but very drippy. That you can see this electric blue tone on it. So I am gonna prepare for that, and that will be our next live. Of course, I am not gonna do that with all the fingers, so I have to think of a way to execute it so it can be different and interesting. What I'm after is it electric blue color tone right here. Siren, Serana, yeah, I like Siren. I think Siren is more fitting too. Rainbow Siren will be the name that I will name it. Thank you. It's a very good advice. Mermaid Jam, Rainbow Siren. Now, I am gonna get up live and I will go right back on for, actually I need to post something first on my page before I go back on. Okay. All right. I am gonna get up live. It will take me 5 minutes to post, and then after I post, I get back up, and we would do this design. Wonder what I named it. Mermaid Unicorn is what I named it, which is not a very good name. So you might think of a name to help me with this. I will get off, and I will get back on in about 5 minutes.